Welcome back to ASEAN interview. Now we have some more developments coming from Singapore this time. A very important show that took place with Singapore inspiring the 17th annual Orchid Show in New York.
ใช่แล้วค่ะในอาเซียนอินเทอร์วิวสัปดาห์นี้นะคะเราจะพาคุณผู้ชมไปดูกล้วยไม้จากสิงคโปร์ที่สวยงามแล้วก็ไปบานอย่างสวยงามในงานเทศกาลที่สหรัฐอเมริกางานนี้มีชื่อว่างานเทศกาลกล้วยไม้ที่นิวยอร์กค่ะOrchids in lemony yellow, deep purple, and vivid orange brightened New York City's concrete jungle as the New York Botanical Garden previewed its 17th annual Orchid Show on Thursday, February 21st. This year's inspiration is Singapore, and thousands of colorful orchids were on display. The exhibition allowed visitors to walk through a lush, wondrous orchid-draped Singapore garden called Gardens by the Bay, which was recently popularized by the movie Crazy Rich Asians.
It's the 17th annual Orchid Show. It's a harbinger of spring, exactly what everybody should want to do on a cold, snowy February day in New York City. Come and see thousands of orchids. This year, we have a partnership with Gardens by the Bay and the city of Singapore at large inspired by the relationship between New York and Singapore, which are the two places that have the most orchid species in the world. Unbelievable that we're like brother and sister in that way. And we're using some of the design elements from Gardens by the Bay, which was recently popularized in the movie Crazy Rich Asians. The two iconic things at Gardens by the Bay are the arches, which we've covered with flowers, and as you stand looking through, you'll see how the colors change. First a kind of a lemony yellow, and then a kind of a blue, and then a green, and then a pink, and then an orange, leading to what's called the Super Tower. The Super Tower, which are at Gardens by the Bay, are enormous, stories high, and here we have made a smaller, but I think really beautiful and sophisticated homage. So you'll see the super trees and the arches are the two things the two design elements that we've borrowed from Singapore.
The Orchid Show Singapore runs from February 23rd through April 28th at the New York Botanical Garden in the Bronx. And that was the Orchid Show in New York. With that said, we wrap up our program for this week. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next week. As for now, สวัสดีค่ะ